Today, we're breaking down 10 psychological signs you think like Yeon Si-eun, not just the aesthetic or the vibe, but the actual mindset behind his behavior in Weak Hero. You observe before you act. You're the type who stays quiet but sees everything. You read situations before you step into them, and you pick up on details other people completely miss. You don't waste words because you already understand more than you say. That calm, analytical way of processing the world is pure Yeon Si-eun energy. You don't start fights, but you finish them. You avoid drama, you avoid unnecessary conflict. But the moment someone crosses a line, your whole vibe changes. You react fast, clean, and controlled. You don't lose your cool, you just shut things down. It's not aggression, it's self-control with a sharp edge. You find it hard to rely on others. You've learned to depend on yourself, not because you wanted to, but because experience taught you to. You keep your circle small, you trust slowly, and you'd rather struggle alone than depend on someone unreliable. Independence became your default.
근처에 또 나타나면 니들 다 죽일 거야.
You're extremely loyal to the people you care about. Even if you look distant, when someone is truly yours, a friend, a partner, someone you respect, you protect them. You don't talk about your loyalty, you show it in the way you move, the way you pay attention, and the way you step in without hesitation. You use logic to avoid emotional pain. When things get overwhelming, you don't break down. You shut down. You analyze instead of expressing. You think instead of feeling. It's a coping mechanism that keeps you stable, but it also makes people think you're cold when you're really just protecting yourself. You learn quickly when you're pushed. Pressure doesn't scare you, it forces you to grow. When the situation gets tough, you adapt fast. You become more focused, more strategic, and more capable. You level up the moment life puts weight on your shoulders. Just like Yeon Si-eun. You hold grudges quietly, you don't explode, you don't argue for hours. You simply remember, if someone betrays you, that's it. You don't seek revenge, you just emotionally disconnect. People think your silence means you've forgiven them, but really, you've just moved on without them. You stay calm when others panic. Your mind doesn't spiral the way most people's does. When things go wrong, you stay collected. You think clearly, act quickly, and don't freeze up. It makes people underestimate you until they realize you handle pressure better than anyone in the room. You feel most comfortable alone. You enjoy your own space. Being alone feels peaceful, not lonely. Socializing drains you unless it's with someone you trust deeply. You choose solitude intentionally because it allows you to think, reset, and breathe. You see through people easily. You can sense fake intentions, lies, or manipulation almost instantly. You read people like a book without even trying. It's not intuition, it's pattern recognition, and it feels like a superpower when you're right every time. If you related to most of these signs, you don't just think like Yeon Si-eun, you're probably living a life shaped by similar experiences. Tell me in the comments how many signs fit you. I'm curious.